Now do you have sound? The magic.
Oops.
The moment.
No.
Now
Oh,
do you
yeah.
have sound? The magic.
Yeah.
La 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 la. Hey, what is today? Today is the
20th.
20th, which means this is the last time I'll see all y'all before Christmas. So look at my apron. I'm kind of got this weird. All right. Okay, everybody. Everybody, come on, dance and sing. Okay, welcome to Tuesday Live. I'm going to settle down now. Oh, I've had a very, I don't know if stressful is the right word, but a very energizing morning. There's a lot going on. I'm seeing lots of things pop up in the feed. Hey, everybody. Irene, thank you. It's easy here. It's easy here. Hello from Wisconsin and from Los Angeles. And good morning, Barb, and everybody for popping on. Thanks for joining me this week. I know it's a super, super busy week for everybody, so I'm so glad that you're here. I want to start off with this, which I haven't said in a while. If you have a question, either type in a whole bunch of question marks or type the word question in all caps first. So because we have this weird technology setup where everything kind of looks funny in the camera, Susie can't watch the feed because the camera has to be over here. All weird stuff. So if you can help, if you have a question, all caps, or the word question, all caps, or a bunch of question marks, and then it kind of pops up. So between the three feeds, YouTube and the two Facebook feeds that we have going on, we get, I think, almost 2,000 comments between the three feeds. So they come through so fast, it's hard to keep track. So if we don't answer your question, you can always email the question to customer service at totally-tiffany.com. And that's our gal Leanne. And she'll email the question to me or answer it. She may have the answer for you. And so we'll try to answer it right away, and then we'll bring it back up again on Tuesday Live, because if you have that question, someone else probably does as well. So so please do that. I know there was a Renice Bales said, I've been asking a question and not getting it answered because I'm assuming because the feed goes too fast. So Renice, if you're on today, try and type your question in now or send it via email. We promise we will get it answered for you. So Merry Christmas to everybody and welcome. And remember, in order to win the gift certificate, you need to comment in the feed. So whatever you want to say, hi, you want to tell us what your favorite TT product is or ask a question, that's how you get in the drawing for the gift certificate. So it looks like, I don't see Leanne popping on yet. Leanne, are you with us? Okay, we're going to start with announcements. That 6x6 slant front, label front, pop-up storage cube is back in stock. Where's my 6x6 stuff? Here it is. 1 second.
In the pink or in the black?
In the pink. It's only available in pink right now. It's an exclusive with the Stamps of Life, but it's gonna hold, boy, it is gonna hold a lot of 6x6 paper. Again, it's got this nice slant. It's wide enough to hold your 6x6 pockets also, which so this is unique to the Stamps of Life. And we'll get up a link to that in the feed as soon as we can. But it is back in stock on Stephanie's website, stampsoflife.com. The next question that I was asked about was the slim line storage, and that is back in stock on the Stamps of Life scrapbook.com as well. I think it's on Clipper Street if you're in Canada, and I think it's also in Shop Be Creative. So Shop BEE, like a bumblebee, Be Creative. They all have slimline storage back in stock now. So if you've been waiting for that, it's back. The Chastity is available right now at scrapbook.com and at Shop Be Creative as well. That was another question that we were asked. Where can we pick up the Chastity Buddy Bag? Shop Be Creative. It's also, Simon Says Stamp carries it, but they're out of stock. We've got a new shipment coming if that's your preferred retailer. And then Faylene is due back in the warehouse in mid-January. So if you are waiting for the Faylene Buddy Bag, please go to one of those websites, Shop Be Creative or the Stamps of Life, and put your name in their email. Email us when this arrives. and then you'll be one of the first to know when it comes back in stock. And of course, we'll make an announcement here as well. So for those of you who are waiting for those things, they will be back. I've been asked a couple of weeks ago about how long Crafter's Companion and the Totally Tiffany website will leave items in your shopping cart before they dump them. I finally got the answer to that. It's 30 days. Those things will stay in your shopping cart for 30 days. I did also raise with them that I would like it if they never dump them out of your cart, right? So I know I love to go back to sites where I've been considering things and see those things in the cart, and then I can choose to leave them there or take them out myself. But it's always nice if you've done the research on something and you're thinking about it, that when you come back, it's still there. You don't have to refund it. So I have asked them to eliminate that from the option. I'm sorry, I don't have the person's name who asked this question, but it says, I once heard that your scrap rack pages protect from light damage. Is that true? If so, are any of your other items such as pocket dividers also protected? No, they don't protect from light damage. They're clear plastic. So there is a dust cover that goes over the scrap rack, which will protect from light and dust damage. The pages protect from dust damage, of course, because they have the flap at the top, so they're sealed up. But they are not, you would have to have something that blocked out all the light. They're the opposite of that, I guess. They're clear, so they let all the light in. So I'm sorry if that was miscommunicated to you, but throwing a dust cover over the top of your scrap rack, the dust cover will protect from light damage in that situation. So. Someone also asked about trading cards for kids. So if you're using your standard trading card 2x3 will fit in the scrap rack Traders 12 page, right? Which is why it's called the Traders 12, because it holds 12 trading cards. If you're looking for something more like a box, then I would definitely go with the 4x6 fab file. Let me see if I have one here that has the 2x3. I'm searching. In here. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so this is, so these are, help me, my brain is not working today. These are 2x3, right? Project Light, and they do fit in the file folder. So that's two of them side by side in the file folder for the 4x6 fab file. So that's a great place for kids to store trading cards.
Are there any buddy bags that would work?
A buddy bag that would work.
Because that would be a good thing for kids just to grab and keep it zipped. And
Susie, she's on it.
Well, I had a Pokemon fetish.
She had a Pokemon.
Not me personally, Jake did.
I had a Pokemon fetish. I think, let's pull these out. No, they're two. Not. Oh my goodness. What about Sasha? She's probably too tall. So, yeah, she's going to be too tall, I think. Oh, maybe not.
Just a little.
A little roomy, but so there's what the box size looks like on the Katcha bag. So you could get a lot of trading cards in to each individual box in Katcha, and then you could use something like a sticky note or shut your flat tab or something like that for labeling them. So trading cards, if they're the same size, which is 2x3, if I'm correct in my memory, let's check it out. Oh, 3x4. Sorry, not 2x3. 3x4. So,
Barb Carlson says hubby puts cards in Barbara and Leanne.
Oh, Barbara and Leanne. So Barbara's probably also Barbara buddy bag, a little smaller than Katcha, but probably a great choice as well. Do I have a Barbara right here? Oh, Barb, where are you? Barb's thinking I'm right here on my. Okay, so here's a Barbara. So that would also, yeah, they would also fit in the Barbara bag. Yeah, maybe even better, a little bit better in the Barbara bag. You're not going to get as many in there, but they stick up taller over the height of the box to be easier to get to. So Barbara for a smaller collection, probably best fit. Katja for a larger collection, kind of roomy. And then of course the 4x6 fab file is also going to be a great choice.
Real quick, since you're on Katya, somebody's asking, Jennifer Altop is asking, can you buy the dividers in the Katya bag separately?
No. The little boxes, unfortunately not, but it's something I'm working on. I think we get so many requests for the individual boxes. So every time someone brings it up, I write it down and then I turn in this little note after every Tuesday live for what you guys are requesting, and so we can see these patterns evolving. So yeah, so hopefully we'll get it there. Queen Mom Kathy 1 says, question, are the scrap rack pages archival and safe for photos and mementos? Mementos, yes they are. They're photo safe. They're made of a food grade plastic, so you're in good shape for storing anything in there. They do not have any, I can't remember what it is, but sometimes in plastic they don't have it, so you're all good with storing archival quality stuff there. Sunshine Pam says, what's the best buddy bag for storing makeup for a teenager? The Triangle Traveler is a great makeup storage bag. And somebody told me, it might pop up in the feed if it was recent, that they had them at Tuesday morning, which would be a great spot, a great place to get a great deal. Maybe there's one near you. And then, but in terms of a standard make a buddy bag, it so depends on the type of makeup and whether there's brushes involved. So it might even be better, like the Merle probably is going to be the best one because it has the ear flaps on the end. So if you have makeup brushes, eyeliners, mascara, those kind of things, they're not going to drop out. And when you open it up, everything's right there in front of you in that big tray. And it would hold probably just about every size of makeup that was out there. So I would say Merle generically, Triangle Traveler in the cutest possible way. How about that? Is that the two quick answers?
Okay, I got one for you. Vicky, oh no, that was not it. Patty Layton, is there any news on when the 8x8 paper takers will be available?
Paper handler, 8x8 paper handler.
She's saying paper takers, but
oh, I don't know. If the question is if 8x8 paper taker out of stock, which it could be, write it down. If it I will check. Now, with that said, I do know that scrapbook.com, Stephanie, the Stamps of Life, probably Be Creative, they all carry paper takers, so they may have them there. Just because we don't have it on our website doesn't mean it's not available somewhere else. So one of those other websites might be a great choice. And then there is an 8x8 paper handler that's coming out, I believe early 2023, and it will probably most likely be released not on our website but through scrapbook.com or Stamps of Life or Be Creative. There's certain websites that launch new product for us.
Stamps of Life does have the 8x8 paper taker.
Oh, Stamps of Life does have the 8x8 paper taker if we're out of stock on our website. And the paper handler, I promise, I know we've been talking about it for a long time. It has been approved, it has been ordered, it is on its way, and it will be early 2023. Arrives. Osra Petri says, what desk are you using that it has wheels? TT does not have the tool tower listed. I don't know what happened to the tool tower. Oh, shoot. You said you did change the text. Are these old questions? No.
They kind of sound like somebody had last week.
Okay, sorry.
It shows on Totally Tiffany, it shows the 8x8 paper taker is in stock.
Okay, so if you're looking for the 8x8 paper taker, it is on stock. I suspect the question maybe was, when will the paper handler be? Because we've talked about that previously, and it will be early 2023. Ramona Mendez says, "In what do you store your stamps of life stamps and dies?" Wait, I thought that was from last week. I think it is. I think I'm getting a double feed here in my list, Susan. So
Yeah,
you're in charge.
All right,
Okay.
I'm buying. I'm gonna get some, but I'll watch.
All right. Let's see. Next up, trading cards for kids. We did that. Do you still have a printout of all the bags and storage boxes listed? Your page, buddy bags. I just have a yellow message pop up on my screen. It says, "Oops." Seems like, oh, I don't know. Really. Buddy bags, Slide Stash and Store. Slide Stash and Store. There's a cheat sheet on the website on each main page that you can download and print, so you know how big they are and what they hold. Susie. Woo!
What?
Slide Stash and Store. On the other side of those brown boxes on the top table. Yes. Okay, everybody. Super sneak peek. This is why we come to Tuesday Live. Woo! These are the new 10-inch Slide Stash and Store samples. Those are different. I'm going to talk about them. So look what I've done here. I have added these little notches. I'm sorry, I'm playing with them. So you're looking at samples. So I added these little holes on each side so that you can feed a piece of paper through there and you can label them on your shelf. So of course this one has a tiny label because it's a tiny, it's a tiny piece, so we couldn't put a big label on there. But we've done the labels as big as we can on the other ones. So when you put them in your cabinet, you'll be able to label them really clearly and really easily. Now I will tell you, I was originally thinking that I would sub out the finger hole for a notch at the top, and then I could make the labels bigger, especially on the small ones. But when I loaded them up and started playing with them, that finger hole is really important for being able to grab your box off the shelf, right? So I'm leaving the finger hole. I think we talked about that. It makes it really easy to pull. And when I did them with the notch, they weren't as easy. So the finger holes will stay. We're going to get these nice little labels, right? They all have the label notch here. So I believe it's going to come with a paper label that fits in there, but you can change them out, obviously, to be whatever you want. If you want to make them a cardstock that matches your room or your space. But we've got, these are the same basic dimensions. So they're going to hold the same basic supplies as the 13-inch Slide Stash and Store, but they're going to fit in your cabinet, your 10-inch cabinet as well. And then someone said, well, they're not going to fit 12-inch things. They're not. They're only 10 inches deep. But you got to also remember that things like this, instead of going long ways, right? You can put them up at an angle, right? Your punch boards and stuff that are flat, right, can go up at an angle, so you can still use them for that type of thing as long as you have that clearance this way. So addressing that 10-inch step in your upper cabinets, which is what most of us have in kitchen cabinets or what they call smart space cabinets now. So these are going to be that, and they'll have the labels. And I am working with the factory now to add the same label slots to the other sizes. So tell me what you think about that, about the label slots. Is that something that you're excited about, or I thought it was exciting, but let me know what you think. These are the other two sizes. Look at this. So this is more of a tray, low profile tray, right? Designed to hold things like ribbon. If you're using the IKEA cube, the Calyx or the Expedit, and you put in the wine bottle holder, this is going to fit in there. So you can line up your ribbon, line up your stickles, anything that's short enough to fit in that space, you can line it up, and then you can pull this in and out of that little hole. So it's going to be super easy to use and really work well with that IKEA Calyx or Exodus, as well as other brands. I know We Are has the same cube things coming out to fill a cube with. You're going to fit in there, so you're going to see a lot of evolution of those things that work with those type of cubes coming forward out of TT to work in your craft room. Let me know if you have anything.
I have a couple questions.
Okay.
Yes.
What do you got?
Let me, all right. Cindy Circo says, I am old school and still use quick cuts. I have all my dies stored in magnetic folders and plastic sleeves and small binders. Should I just catalog them where they are? I do have some does that are 2 by 12 and stored in plastic pencil-like box, which
So-
Tiffany products would work for those.
So Cindy is asking, she says, I've already got all my dies and stamps, I think, organized in magnetic sleeves and binders. Should I just organize them? Should I just catalog them in those, or do I need to move them around or do something different? Leave them there. They're already organized. It's already working for you. Just create a catalog. So my advice to you then is to number all the pages in the first thing. Go through and number all the pages for binder, and then create the catalog using that page number. If you have multiple binders, you might just label the side of the binder, this is binder number 1, and so the pages in that binder would be 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, and then you know that's binder number 1, page number 1, or page number 2. No reason to reinvent the wheel, no reason to buy newer, different storage solutions. If it's working for you, just figure out how to label it, so when you catalog them, the catalog images will correspond with the labels, and it'll be super simple, and then you can work through them, right? It'll be easy to mark off, this is in catalog, this is in catalog, etc. And then what was her last part of her question?
Let's see.
Keep it simple.
I do have something that are 2-inch by 12-inch and stored in a plastic pencil-like box. Which TT product would work best for those?
So she says she's got, I don't know if it's dies or embossing folder or something that's 2 inches by 12 inches, currently stored in a pencil box. Again, if the pencil box is working and you're happy with it, just make sure you catalog them in there. If you're looking for something more along the lines of, so this is the Brandy Buddy Bag. No, I'm trying to keep everything up right today. This is
It's
the Brandy.
one of those days.
It's one of those. No, it's one of those days. Susan came into me this morning just losing my mind. She just, So 2 by 12 here. These are the Kiwi Lane templates. So this is probably 3 by 12, and those all fit beautifully in a Brandy Buddy bag. So if you need a new storage solution other than the pencil case, I would look at the Brandy Buddy bag. I guess one upside to the Brandy is that it's clear. I don't know if your pencil case is or not, but Brandy could be a good solution for that if you need to make them up. But I'm always a fan of not reinventing the wheel or not recreating something new, but actually looking at what you've got and saying, how do I work this into a good organization plan so that I can incorporate it into everything else? Or how do I sort of tweak it to make it fit in the 4-section system or the cataloging system? And that's, so if you have something that's working, just figure that piece out. Got something else?
Nope, that's it right now. That's all I've got.
This, again, I don't know. I did a bad job cutting questions today. I'm a matchy person. I have tons of tissue paper in all different colors. Has anyone used Tiffany products to organize tissue paper? And I think I talked about this a little bit last week. I used the Kiwi Lane 12 by 6 storage box to organize tissue paper, and it holds a ton of tissue. But again, depending on, so I have it in the Kiwi Lane box because I use that tissue paper for crafting, right? I do a lot of like Mod Podge stuff with tissue paper. As a matter of fact, is there over there, Susie, probably on the bottom shelf?
Oh, right here. I see it now. Is
okay, but is there a clear long clear, well, that I Mod Podge tray. It has like party stuff on it. No. No. I'll see if I can find it. One really fun thing to do. I know this is kind of off topic, but one thing I do with tissue.
Do you want this?
Sure. Like if you buy tissue paper that's for Christmas or for birthday or whatever, whenever I'm having a little party or whatever, I buy the $1 plastic trays. Like there's a cracker tray and there's, flat plates or whatever that are clear plastic. And then I'll just Mod Podge tissue paper onto the back of them. So I don't have any Christmas tissue paper in here, but here's a little example. So this tissue paper is like party paper. It has confetti and stars and stuff on it. So if I was having a birthday party with that theme or those colors, I would just Mod Podge that tissue onto the back side of one of those clear $1 plates from the dollar store. And boom, all of a sudden you've got serviceware that matches the party, relatively inexpensive. You can hand wash it if you want to use it again. So it's kind of a fun way to use tissue if you're like me, right? I got a little bit of a junky thing going on there for tissue paper, but it's a fun way to just kind of level up. Same thing, you can Mod Podge that tissue paper around a glass votive candle, right on the outside though. And when you put the candle in, especially the LED ones, it's really pretty, but it's cheapest and easy way to sort of level up the party or the event that you're doing. So it's a great way to do that. I'm sorry for all the confusion. I got a couple comments here about the shopping list last week, and that just kind of turned into a big deal that really wasn't. And so I apologize for not getting it out faster to all of you. We are for the next big sale, I will make sure and get that out in advance, and also try to do either a Tuesday live or another live where we go through everything on the list so you know exactly what the deals are and how they might work well for your craft room or craft space, because I know during the show we don't have a lot of time to really kind of problem solve things. So I'll look forward to doing that for the next show for you. Okay, I'm going to put this on the screen so I can read it. Let's see. It'll pop up. Do you have any suggestions for storing different size Xyron stations and their refills? Boy, I have all of my Xyron stations up on one shelf here. If you can't see, it's on this side of the room. I have the 9-inch, I have the creation station, and then I have the little square X one. And I just have all my refills in a plastic tub. What would be a better way? I'm pretty sure that they would all fit. I know there's a bigger one. I don't have the really big one. I'm pretty sure they would all fit in probably the 8.5 by 11 paper taker or the 12 by 12 storage and supply case. So if you're looking something more like that, depending on how many refills you have, either one or both of. You know what else would probably work great, which I could put right next to those on the shelf, is a slide stash and store, like a 5 or a 6 of the slide stash and store, and then you could put all the refills in it right on the shelf next to your machines. You would have everything that you needed. So depending on whether you need it closed up to tuck away or open, I would go with slide stash and store in a big size, like the number 6, 5 or 6, or a storage and supply case. Okay, let's see. What does this say? When will the DeskMate die file be back in stock? I really need it. Boy, I don't know. I'll ask about that again. That's one of the things that makes a regular appearance. See if we can't get it back in the roadmap in the schedule for you. I'll do my best. Okay, Barb Carlson. So I'm going to hide this. And I'm going to show this. Woo! I have a totally Tiffany craft cart dedicated to adhesives where I store my Xyrons, the refills, and keep it in the 2-drawer cabinet unit. That's a great solution too. So if you've got a cart, I mean, it's always best, which is a good point, what Barb's saying here. Keep things together you use together. So if you can keep those refills with your Xyron, so depending on where they are, figure out a way to do both things, that would be perfect. Speaking of Barb sent me or put up a post on Facebook that said, where is it? I know I have it here. Okay, come on. Oh, I didn't type it out. I just put it in Barb's checklist. Okay, so Barb has requested a checklist that's maybe daily, weekly, monthly for keeping your craft room organized and neat and tidy. And I thought that was a great idea. So look for that. I'm going to try and have that all ready to go for the Tuesday live. That's on the 3rd of January. Like, what a great way to kick off the new year. So, and really, so if you have questions or you have something that you want addressed in that checklist or that you think would be helpful to other people in that checklist, please go to Barb's post in the Facebook group, the Get Organized Challenge, Get Organized with Holy Tiffany group, and add your comments there, because I will refer back to that feed over and over again as I'm going through and prepping. But I think it's a great idea. It's always helpful if you have a little thing that you can do every, every time you're in your craft room. Here's the things to look around for, what you could do once a week, what you could do once a month to keep things organized and neat and tidy in your craft room. So thanks, Barb, for making that suggestion. I will definitely address it on Tuesday, the 3rd of January is my goal. Redoing what are the 5 big boxes or binders. Redoing what are the 5 big boxes or binders to your left under the Gemini shelf? What are they used for? They are these are the Project Planner Memento Keepers. So this one is loaded up with mementos from a couple of trips that I haven't scrapbooked yet. So it's just a great way to keep everything together for mementos. But they also work great for project planning. So that is memento storage that's temporary. This is London's. At some point he's going to want it. Senior year school memento keeper, right? So I've got all his things in there from school, right? Graduation, right down to his graduation robe, his cap and gown are in here, as well as over here. That's his little tassel. So at some point he will get this binder with all of his things in it whenever he's ready to do that, or his wife is ready for that. But it's a great way just to set up projects as well. So this one just has some project stuff in it. This isn't the one I haven't put it in yet. But this, I think I pulled it out actually. So this is a Club Inspire kit. I've got the magazine, the DVD, the stamps, the embellishments and dies here. Card making kit is here. This is an entire project for a mini album. I just have all the bits and pieces in there. So just a variety of things. They're called Project Planner Memento Keeper. One thing people don't realize about the pages is there is a large pocket on the back that will fit some 12 by 12 paper, but the real 12 by 12 pocket is in the middle right here, right? So if you feel like you're kind of cramming your 12 by 12s into that back pocket, go to the middle between the front and back, and you'll find that there's an even bigger 12 by 12 pocket there, which makes it easier to put 12 by 12 paper, which oftentimes has that extra half-inch or quarter-inch tab on it, so it's actually bigger than 12 by 12. So that is what they are. They are called Project Planner Memento Keepers. I'm going to give you a heads up on these, unless you need them right away. I am going to be back on Craft House on January 4th, and there's going to be a special deal on these. I don't know what it is, but I did see like the list come through, like these are going to be a deal. But so keep your eye on Craft House, mark your calendars. Crafters TV, the Craft House show, which begins at 11 a.m. Mountain, which is 10 Pacific right now. We're in Arizona, so we don't change time, so that makes everything weird. 12 Eastern, and I think that's 6 in the UK. So if you're UK watching, mark your calendars for the 4th of January.
All right, you ready for some questions?
Bring it on.
Let me I took pictures of everything. Let's see, where were we? Okay, we did that one. When will the 8.5 by 11 paper taker storage and supply cases be back in stock?
I don't know. I will ask about that. I don't know.
And they have another one about when will the desk-made die file be back in stock?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know when the paper taker will be back in stock. I don't know why it's taken so long for it to get in stock, but I will follow up with that. It's been out of stock for a long time. Now, I do think they have that at scrapbook.com, and I do believe that the Stamps of Life has it as well. And I know that doesn't help UK people, right? Because I'm sure you have to pay big shipping to get it from scrapbook.com, but I don't know. I will follow up with that, and I will definitely know. Well, I will know something next Tuesday. Hopefully, it will be an arrival date on those.
Okay.
On that, on the die file, I don't know.
I have another question on what other TT products can you store Kiwi Lane in?
You can. What other TT products can you store Kiwi Lane in? I'm thinking she's saying other than the Kiwi Lane storage container. Kiwi Lane is ideal for scrap rack pages, right? Dimensionalized, perfect for scrap rack pages. So you can put scrap rack pages in one of the zipper binders and keep all of your Kiwi Lane stuff together. I think if you search the website, the blog on the TT website, and just type in Kiwi Lane, there's some videos and other stuff about storing Kiwi Lane. You could also store them. Yeah, they could all go in bigger pockets, but that just kind of makes a mess. They would probably store really well in the new 12 by 12 storage and supply case, right? Because there are some bigger ones, like there used to only be certain sizes, but now there are some bigger ones. So if you use the 12 by 12 2-drawer storage and supply case, that would probably work well for them. Also, the upside to the scrap rack pages is that dimensionally they fit into the pockets, and so you can see them as you flip through, and that with the storage and supply cases, you don't have that opportunity to they just kind of all pile up. So I was gonna see.
And I also have a couple of people asking again which box you're using for the tissue while we're on that.
Same. It's the Kiwi Lane 12 by 6. So if you search Kiwi Lane, that's where this box is going to pop up. And I feel pretty confident saying that it's out of stock on our website. But again, look on scrapbook.com, possibly be creative where you like to shop, which is a good thing. Is there somewhere else that you like to shop online for your crafting supplies? I think you might be able to get them at michaels.com, joanne.com too, but let us know if you have a favorite retailer. And we do, all of our products are available through a distributor called Notions. So if you have a local store that you like to shop with, if you ask them for things, they can pick these up at Notions and bring them into the store. So if you're someone who likes to support those small retailers, all the Totally Tiffany products are available at Notions, which is a distributor that most of the small stores use.
I'm good for now.
Susie's good. All right, let's see. What does this say? Question: do you have something similar to the Denise bag but bigger that I can store my stamps and dies in, perhaps around 6.5 by 6.5? Karen bags don't work for me because they don't stack well. I would go with the 6 by 6 fab file if you're looking for something with a lid that you can stack on top of. The 6 by 6 fab file is going to be 7 by 7. And then the pockets are like 6 3/4 by 6 3/4, if I remember correctly. Here's a pocket, I'll pull it out. This would also, it doesn't stack. You want something that stacks. So yeah, 7. These pockets are, the pocket itself is 7 by 7, and then it's got the 1/2-inch tab, right? So you can use this, and with this, you can use a 5 by 7 magnet in this pocket. So even though the magnet doesn't go side to side, it's going to give you enough area that whatever dies you're sticking to it are going to stick in the pocket, and then you can put the stamps with it. So anything in the 6 by 6 family is going to work for you. So 6 by 6 paper taker, just smaller. Oh, I'm not tall enough today. Let's see this. Okay. So 6x6 paper taker, you're going to get about this much width. 6x6 scrap file, you're going to get a wider. You're going to be able to store more in there. So just depending, the 6x6 paper taker has the handle on this side too, and the big label pocket. This has a handle and a label pocket. So just depending on what your preference is for width and weight, either one of these is going to be a great solution using the 6x6 tabbed divider pockets. So because they're both, of course, bigger than big enough for your 6.5 by 6.5 request. So I'd go with either one of those. Be a winner. Winner, winner.
Chicken dinner.
Okay, I'm setting up the Memento pages to each of my albums to crawl everything to scrap when the mood arrives. Grab and scrap. Yeah, they're perfect. The Memento keepers, project planners are perfect for that, and that's what they were designed for. And they actually work with the Totally Tiffany or the Scrap Rack pages, so you can use the Perfect 6 Scrap Rack page in the Memento keeper, and then you can put 6 photos in each pocket. So I think about that as a double page layout, 6 and 6, 6 and 6, 6 and 6. So I can put that right in with the mementos. Once I'm ready to scrap and I start sorting photos, I can have everything together. So it's a super easy add. Some of the 6x6 or the Perfect 6 storage pages from Scrap Rack will help with that as well. Let's see. Sorry, I have to make these big so we can. How do we get Crafter's Companion to help with the password reset issues? I haven't been able to access my account for 7 days. I contacted TT customer service and they said to send an email. It's been 4 days and no response. I'm missing all the sales. I don't know. You know what? I'm worried actually that Leanne might be on vacation this week. I forgot about that. And so she usually handles the TT stuff direct, but she usually is very good about setting up an email that says, I'm gone for the week, you know, autoresponder. What can we do here? I would say, yeah, I don't know because I think Leanne is on vacation this week, and normally she would be my go-to. So, yikes. I'll try to track something down, Joan. And see if I can't help you myself to get that worked out. Because you definitely don't want to miss out on all the goodies, right? So I will see what I can do for you. What does this say? Oh, that's him. Sorry. All right. It doesn't look like. Are you seeing any more questions pop up, Susie?
I am not.
Oh, here's something with question mark. What is this? I see more feeds than you do.
Yeah.
Will the Nancy tote ever be in colors? This is one of my favorite totes. Not that it's not in the plan right now to put Nancy into any of the other colors, but I'm glad you love her. She's a very handy tote. She's one of my favorites as well. So, but not currently. Okay, my friends. I think that's it. Like we're done with questions. Just a reminder, scrapping in the city is okay. I'm familiar with scrapping in the city. We'll follow up with that and see if we can't get them to have more products. There's another question. Can you buy pages for the project planner separately? Yes. So they're called project planner pages. They're just Scrap Rack. So you go to Scrap Rack and you go to specialty pages. The project planner pages are, and then any of the Scrap Rack pages also fit the project planner dimensional. So if you're looking for something a little bit lighter weight, different pocket configurations, any of the Scrap Rack pages work in the project planner as well. Am I the only one that lost a live? Oh, I don't know.
My live's still going on my phone.
Let's see. Sorry. I know this is a little weird, everybody. We're going to have our tech back hopefully next week. and we're gonna be.
Oh, good. He's coming home for Christmas.
Tech is coming home for Christmas, so we'll be able to. It'll be a little bit easier. Missed much of the Memento Keeper discussion. Besides reviewing this live afterwards, is there a video on how to start using it after having saved mementos for so many years? Boy, that's a good question. I don't know if there is or not. But if you, it's been a while. I'm going to make a note of it, but probably your best bet, and I wish I knew so I could just tell you, is to go to the Totally Tiffany YouTube channel and search Memento Keeper and see what pops up, because I can't believe that I didn't do something similar to that when it first came out, and it's just not ringing any bells for me right now. So there's a good chance that it is out there, that it is available. But I will take a look also afterward. Can you come over and help me in person? When I first started the business, that is exactly how I started. And it was so helpful to me, because just because how my brain works a certain way doesn't mean anybody else's brain works the same way. And so going into people's homes and helping them gave me tons of information, lots of insight into all of those things, how people think and how they process information, how they learn. So I don't do it anymore. We should have a tribe of Tiffany, right? Like Tiffany trained organizers that can go in and do that for help other people. Let's see.
The TT professional organizers.
Memento week from the GOC. Oh yeah, Barb says regarding the Memento. You're so smart, Barb. I'm so glad you're here. If you look at a previous Get Organized Challenge Memento storage and organization video, I bet that would be helpful, which is what Barb's suggesting also in that. Okay, let's see. Oh, I saw some more question marks here. Where did they go? Where did they go?
Yeah.
Oh, what is this? Also the top and bag for the cart. So that must be a follow-up to something else, I think. And then Susie, do you want to pick a winner today? Draw one out of the hat, as it were?
Sure.
And we'll do our winner thing. Let's see.
You have your first volunteer to organize.
Oh, we do?
Yeah. Tracy Ray says, I'm retired and would love to help organize. Training would be great.
Yay. I think it'd be super fun. Let's see.
Actually, I think you're going to have to pick it, because my questions don't go back out. I can't get that much of the feed.
Hang on a second. I just saw something pop up here. You guys are busy. Tiffany, you showed a Memento Keeper planner when you showed us the 2 albums you were making for your sons. I remember. Oh yeah, I totally used it. I've used them for every major album I've ever planned. I left one out, but that's how I do it. Like I sort all the mementos. I sort the pictures by I come up, which I think is part of the Memento video. Barb, way to go. I write a list of what things I'm going to do. So if we did a trip to Disneyland, I write this list, and it has 3 columns: my album, London's album, Max's album, and then it's like the trip there, the hotel, the characters, the rides, the parade, the trip home, and snapshots, right? So I have 7 main topics, and then I write how many pages I'm going to do in each album for each topic, and all of that goes in the Memento Keeper organized that way. And then I do my book, London's book, and Max's book all at the same time. And when I'm done, I've got the mementos and the photos. Anything that's left over, I know I've finished the project, so I can get rid of them. Ooh, that gives people stomachache. That is how it all works. Elizabeth said, I'd have to do a lot of purging and cleaning before anyone could help me. Purging is sometimes easier with someone else helping you, right? Or helping you set goals at least. So sorry, I can't read my screen here. I'm gonna get close up, everybody. Let's see. Any more questions before we do the draw? Oh, here's a question, but I think I might have clicked on this one already. I'm going backwards now through my feed here. Oh yeah. The original Magic. No, we haven't considered doing that, but it's always. You guys think you get new information when you do Tuesday Live, but do you see all the black marker on my thing? I'm the one. Memento. Whether I can decipher my writing after this show is a different thing. All right, my friends. Let's see. When will, okay, that's Melvin. All right. Okay, I think we're ready for a little bit of a drum roll here.
That's all
Susie's drum roll back there. Oh, I saw another word, question. Again, if we missed your question in the feed, please feel free to email it in and we will do our best to answer you right away without making you wait and then bring it back up on the following Tuesday. So again, if you have a question, everybody else probably has a question too. So, all right, my friends, looks like we got all the questions answered. So just a quick reminder, the pop-up cube, the 6x6 pop-up cube. Now this holds a ton of paper. Oops, sorry, I blocked my own screen here. How do I get rid of that now? Oh, can I click on it over here and it'll go up? Oh, I know. This is why I'm not usually allowed to do this, you guys. The 6x6 paper cube from Crafter's Companion. I mean, from the Stamps of Life. Well, it's totally Tiffany thing, but it's at the Stamps of Life only. This is going to hold, I think it's 7 inches deep. So literally 7 inches of paper. So this is a great desktop storage solution if you like to leave your paper. But as we just talked about, if you're storing your dies and stamps in 6x6 pockets as well, it works great for anything that's that dimension, right? It's going to be perfect. It's going to be perfect in there. But you are going to get 7 inches of paper in this cube. So, and probably, I bet that's 24 or maybe 30 of Stephanie of the Stamps of Life paper pads, because I think they're only about a 1/4 inch or a 1/3 inch thick. So a lot of options there. So that's back in stock at the Stamps of Life. The Faylene bag will be back middle of January. Chastity is available at Shop Be Creative, and scrapbook.com. Slimline storage is back in stock everywhere. So if you've been waiting for slimline storage, it is back in stock everywhere. So find out your favorite Totally Tiffany retailer. All right, my friends. Today's winner, drum roll, which Susie already tried to do, is Kelly Ray Kelly. Congratulations, Kelly. You are this week's winner. All you need to do is reach out to prizes, that's prizes with an S, at crafterscompanion.com, prizes with an S, and let them know that you are this week's winner, and they will get you all hooked up with your $25 gift certificate. So thanks everybody for joining me. I know it's a really busy week for most people, so I'm glad that you were here. Have a wonderful Christmas weekend with your family and friends, and I will see all of you next Tuesday, same time, same channel. Thanks for tuning in.